Oh yeah, welcome to this video. I'm very much delighted to have you here. Today we just want to talk about order and degree of differential equation. As you can see on the screen, let's get down to business very quickly. Order and degree. So when we talk about order and degree of differential equation, what are we talking about? Well, it's very simple. The order of a differential equation, the order of a differential equation. Differential EQ is the order of the highest derivative. Yes. Take for instance, if I have dy dx, this guy is of order 1 because it's just first derivative. If I have the square y, the s square, this is order 2. If I have the cube y, the s cube, of course, what do you think that's? That's order 3. It's that simple. Very straightforward. So that's the order. However, in some cases, we need to be able to check very well. So once you check and you see something of this nature to be the highest, this is first derivative, this is second, and this is third. So first order derivative equation or differential equation is having order 1. Second order differential equation is having order 2. While third order differential equation is having order 3. That's pretty simple and straightforward to see. Alright, that's that about order. We'll solve questions to see how this apply. The degree now, the degree has to do with the highest power of the order. Now the order, what is the power of the highest order? For instance, you can have instances where you have the s square, the square y, the s square, plus the y, the x, plus x equals 0. Taking that for an example now. Now you find out that this is second derivative, this is first derivative. Now, whatever is the power of this guy becomes the degree. In this instance, this is actually degree 1 because this is raised to power 1. So we have not put that there. Now if I were to have this guy raised to power 3 and this raised to power 2, what then is the degree? The degree is degree 2, irrespective of the fact that this is raised to higher power than this. So the power of the highest derivative becomes the degree of that particular differential equation. That's pretty simple. Alright, come along with me. Let's treat some. Look at the following questions. We are going to look at 1. We have that open bracket 1 plus dy dx square close bracket 3/2 equals k d square y dx square. Now look at this. Now we are to determine the order and degree of this differential equation. Now this is the highest derivative here is second order, so the order is order 2. Order equals 2. Now the degree, there is something we need to do here. First of all, before we determine the degree, we need to remove this irrational, this thing. This is 3/2. We need to make this a whole number. So how do we achieve that? We simply multiply through by 2. If I multiply through by 2, this equation becomes 1 plus dy dx square into bracket raised to the power 3 equals, open bracket, k d square y dx square raised to the power 2. So in this case, it follows, just you mind to express more, it follows that this equation can also be written as this equals k square d square y dx square. Now all raised to the power 2. So having expressed this, you find out that the degree is degree 2. What do I mean? The power of the highest derivative is 2. So don't be deceived by the first expression. You must first of all remove this denominator and remove every manner of radical and irrationality to get your answer. So this is the answer here. Let's take another example. Let's take another example very briefly. Now if I were to have this example or this question, I have the 6y dx 6 plus the 4 dx 4, or then the 3y dx 3 plus x equals t. This guy is simple. This is order 6. Order equals 6. What this order, what power is it raised to? 1. So we have order 6 degree 1. That's very simple. Very, very simple. Let's take another question very fast. There is another question for you. You should be able to figure that out by now. We have partial differential over partial differential linked plus the square u partial differential equals 0. This is just order equals 2, degree equals 1. Very, very simple. Now look at another question here. We have the square y, the s square, all raised to the power 2 equals, open bracket, x plus 4 dy dx all squared 3 over 2. Now this is similar to the first question we solved. So what do? You make sure you eliminate this guy first. How do we do that? Multiply by 2. If you multiply through by 2, the power by 2 you have, open bracket, the square y, the s square, all raised to the power 6 equals plus 4 dy dx square all raised to the power 3. Now looking at this guy here, it's very simple to see. Now this is the highest differential here. So it is order 2, order equals 2. But this will be 4 rather, not 6. But degree equals degree 4. That's very, very simple after doing that. So if you are given that, you should be able to simplify and then solve it very, very fast. Look at this guy, maybe the cheapest of all. The square y, the s square plus y sine x equals 0. This is order 1, like the order 2 degree 1. So this is second order differential equation. So the order equals 2, sorry about that, y degree equals 1. So with this 5 exercise and we just solved, I want to believe you are at home with determining the degree and order of any given differential equation. There is nothing difficult about it. Just look at it. If you have to eliminate the denominator, if it is written in fraction, you take away the rationality and solve it. And then there could be radicals also. Just simplify and determine. Thank you for watching this video. See you in the next.